Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It is just about Christmas time, and every year I look forward to sharing what we got our kids for Christmas, both in their stockings as well as their under the tree gifts. And I'll be honest, I am so proud of myself for how much I got accomplished in the last couple weeks. I didn't even get started on my Christmas shopping until November, and it took me about 2 weeks to get everything shopped for the kids. So I have everything here to show you today. I'm gonna show you today what is in our kids' stockings, and then tomorrow come back because I'll have a video out showing what our kids' tree gifts are for this Christmas. So as long as I can get this turnaround from filming to editing to posting done as quickly as I think I can. So hopefully that should be out tomorrow. I have 5 kiddos that I am shopping for. My oldest is 15. Then I have a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, just turned 12, so I wanted to say 11, but a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, and 7-year-old. So 15, 13, 12, 10, and 7. So I'm gonna get started. I'm first gonna show you what is in my 7-year-old stocking. We like to do a mix of some practical items as well as 2 or 3 little toys, or as the kids get older, it's not necessarily toys, but something fun they have asked for. And then we also do some treats, of course. I will show you the treats for everybody at the end because I haven't divided that all up yet. But for my 7-year-old, I got him 2 pairs of these Old Navy fuzzy fleecy socks. He had a couple pairs of these the last couple winters. He finally outgrew them, but he loves just wearing them around the house, more like slippers than socks. But I thought that those would be cute little pairs to put into his stocking. He could use a new pair of winter mitts. So most of the kids, if not all of the kids, got new mitts for this year because we live in Ontario, Canada. We have a lot of snow. We wear mittens a lot. We do a lot of outdoor time, and so they get a lot of use out of them. He also could use a couple new pairs of just little gloves for when it's not quite as cold, like in the fall or in the spring or on a more mild day. So I just got him this little 2-pack. These are from Carter's. Then we decided this year to get each of the kids a new mug. So a few years back now, we got mugs for the 4 oldest kids. This was before my youngest was even old enough to really have a hot drink yet. But we had got them these little mugs and wrote their names on them. That writing is wearing off. We only have, of course, the 4 mugs, not for my youngest. And they're also just like itty bitty cups. And so we thought it's time to upgrade. The kids do like having a hot chocolate, or the older kids enjoy drinking a cup of coffee. And so they just use the mugs we have. But I thought it would be nice for each of them to have their own mugs. We can get rid of some of those old mugs that we've just had for a long time that don't belong to anybody in particular. Mugs are one of those things, it can easily get to be too many. But we did get a new mug for each of the kids. So this one, we just picked this up at Walmart. It did come with this little hot cocoa thing on top. I think I'll just take that off and we'll use it sometime, but I'll just stick the mug into his stocking. And look how fun that is. Little Grinch mug. We tried to kind of, take their personalities into it and what kind of mugs would each child like. So I'll show you what we picked for all the other kids as well when we get to it. He also is really enjoying playing with Lego, especially the little things like this, like little cars he can push around. He loves right now making sets and then taking them apart and making them again. But I like how this set has just 2 vehicles, 2 cars, or 2 people, 2 minifigures. So it's just a nice, easy set for him to put together and play with. We also got him 2 packs of hockey cards. His older brothers are really into collecting hockey cards and baseball cards, and Wesley is just getting into it as well. So these are just the Tim Hortons hockey cards. And then lastly, we got him a new little audiobook for his Yoto player. I actually snatched his Yoto from his room so that I could show it to you as well. We have the Yoto Mini. We got this for Wesley, I was gonna say 2 years ago, but it actually I think was just last year on his birthday. So right now he has a little Dragon Masters book stuck in the top. Every night right now, he listens to one of his little audio cards. So you just get this little player, and then you buy the books, the individual cards that you can stick into the player. You can also connect it to your phone and do podcasts. There's a lot more like audiobooks available through your phone. It has like a little Yodo Daily he listens to. This has been so worth the price we paid for it. So worth it. And like I said, right now, every night he listens to a book as he goes to sleep. So we got him this one for his stocking, and you'll see in the gift video we bought him a couple more as well that will go under the tree. So that is for my 7-year-old. Now I'll show you what we got for my 10-year-old daughter. My lap feels a little fuller with all of her gifts. We did stick closely to a budget this year for each child between stocking stuffers and gifts. We had a number set for each child, and we did really well actually sticking to that number. And so some kids got maybe a little bit more in their stocking, or just it depended what the price was that we paid for each item and what they requested this year. Okay, I have to first show you her mug, for one, so I don't drop it, and two, because I just think it is the prettiest thing. Isn't that so sweet? And then on the inside, it has a little message in there as well. I don't know if you can see that, but I just thought that was such a sweet little mug. Andrew and I were at Winners last week and found that there. Stick that there for now. We also got her a pair of mitts. She is big into Barbies, and she wants to collect some of the little ones right now. So her big things, I guess she has two things or three things that she's really into: Barbie, Lego, and the Schleek unicorns. Like, those are the things she plays with most of the time, and usually when she's asking for gifts, those are the things that she asks for, which honestly is perfect, because when my kids have something that they are currently collecting and we can just add to their collection, I so much prefer doing that. It's easier for one, it's more fun to play with things when they have more of the collection, and two, it makes cleaning up and finding a space for things so much easier, rather than having like another brand new thing she wants to get into, and it's like, okay, where do we store that? So I love just adding to the collection of what we already have. So speaking of those Schleek unicorns, it was actually at her birthday. I was gonna say last month, but earlier this month, earlier in November, I got a pack of, on Amazon, I got a pack of 6 of these. So we just gave her 3 for her birthday, and then 3 we just saved for her stocking. So that one, this one, and then that other one that I already showed you. So those unicorns, I want to say she probably already has like 12, at least 12, if not 15 of these, but she still each year asks for more. So happy to do that. She loves the little mini brands. So I got her one little mini brand home ball. See what she gets in there. It's like a little surprise thing. We got her, as well as Wesley, just a 2-pack of gloves. I don't know why. Gloves and mitts are one of those things I always get mixed up which is which. These ones have the fingers. These are gloves. Just some lightweight ones. She didn't really need socks, but she said she was mentioning to me that a couple of her pairs have holes, so I just got her a small set, and I love the ruffle top on those. These are from Old Navy, obviously. I did pick up just a pair of leggings for her. These are just black, but they're ribbed, which I thought was cute. Now moving on to my middle child, my 12-year-old son. I will say, for shopping, for Christmas shopping, sometimes I question how early do I want to shop, because I want to make sure that I can actually return items, especially clothing items or things that I'm just not sure if they will fit or if they will work well, or if they're not working, maybe like more tech items. But as I was starting to think about ordering from Amazon, I looked on Amazon and saw that everything had free returns until January 31st, even at the beginning of November. I'm not sure when that timeline, I'm sure as they knew Christmas was coming up, they made that extended date. But I was like, as soon as I saw that, I thought, perfect, then I'm just gonna start buying everything that I know I wanna get from Amazon, knowing I have plenty of time if something doesn't work at Christmas and we want to return it. So a lot of my items are from Amazon, I will say. Again, the mitts. And my middle child, he is the one that will play not only outdoors the most, but play the hardest. Like, he is the one who just does not pass on his pants. He does not pass on his boots a lot of the time. He does not pass on his mitts. He just plays hard. And so it was fitting to get him a double pair of mitts. Plus we were at Winners and saw these, and it was a lot cheaper to buy 2 pairs. Like at Winners, it says compare at $59. They had it for $29.99 for 2 pairs. So those are for him. He also needed socks. A couple of my kids, actually just one of my kids, needed new underwear. Christmas is usually the time where we're getting everybody new pairs of underwear, but we've just done it at different times this year, and only one child really voiced to me that they needed new underwear, because I asked them all, who needs new socks? Who needs new underwear? Because they know that comes in their stocking. Like Wesley, for instance, we didn't get him socks because a month ago he was like, I am basically out of socks. He was either missing socks or had holes in his socks or whatever. So we were like, okay, we can't wait till Christmas. So we just bought him socks a month ago. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh yes, I don't have the underwear to show you because I just feel like that's weird to show you underwear, but one of my kids did get new underwear. I ordered this pair of slippers for Simeon from Old Navy online. They had 50% off everything recently. And then I had, oh no, it wasn't that. It wasn't even the 50% off sale. It was like I had super cash and they were on sale. Anyway, I got these for $10. I think the usual price is like $30 maybe. And I look for deals. I was trying to see if the price is on here, but it's not. I look for deals, and anytime I can find a deal, like, it just helps our money go further as we're shopping for Christmas gifts. So he had totally, like I said about other items, other clothing items, he had just worn his slippers all the time and blown right through them. He needed new ones. So, and how am I gonna fit all these into his stocking? I don't know. He'll probably have a little bit of overflow just because his items are bigger. He loves doing the Rubik's Cube. He has one right now where some of the pieces fall off, and he was voicing how he really wanted a speed cube. And I know that the speed cube is just much better quality. It turns a lot bigger than the regular Rubik's Cube. So we got that for him. And then I had just seen this one time. I actually think, yeah, it was a little while ago. I was buying something on Under Armour and saw this shirt, and I thought, that looks like Simeon. Like, that just looks like something perfect for him. I love how it has the hot dog on the front. So just a t-shirt. That one will be really easy to stick into his stocking. And speaking of things that won't easily fit, just got him a little Lego set. Does this one say, yes, 9+. It'll be a little bit trickier to put together, but like, such a fun little set. Isn't that cool that Lego can make that? Look at that. So that's his other toy. Oh yes, and then I was a little bit hesitant about this because I got this 2-pack, Andrew actually picked this up. He is very much in with me on the planning for Christmas gifts. But it's a 2-pack of these Toronto Blue Jays baseball mugs. So one will be for Simeon, my middle child, one will be for my oldest son. And so I wasn't sure, like, they'll have matching mugs, what they'll feel about that, but I wanted something that fits everybody, and this is totally, like, this is just, I think, perfect for both of them. So maybe they'll find some way to personalize it or whatever. I don't think they'll mind having the same one. So that's their mug. And then I'll show you my next child, which is my 13-year-old, almost 14-year-old daughter. We planned so carefully what to buy for each of the kids, and like I said, we had a set budget this year. But even still, like, I have Charity's stack of stocking stuffers on my lap, and I'm like, wait, is this enough stuff? because it looks so small. But like I said, the items they wanted just were different prices this year. And so I know we did get her things that she does really want, even if it's not as many items. So first of all, this is the same brand as the mug we got for Zara. It also has the little, I love how it has hearts inside and then the artist's name. So, so cute. Stick that over there. And then she's just getting into, actually, hold on a second. I got mixed up here. Sorry, I just realized I had missed one thing. I think it's just because it was, it's a small item, that's why. She's just getting into wanting to wear more makeup. She loves curling her lashes and wearing just like a light lipstick, a little bit of eyeshadow. And so I thought I would get her just a very lightweight BB cream, just for like a light, I want to say foundation, but it's not even really foundation. It's just like a, it's a BB cream. So I know she'll enjoy experimenting with that. And then also the e.l.f. brand. This is just a brown mascara. Love that she's getting into this stuff, and even just shopping for her, and like I'm shopping in the women's section for clothes and for, you know, things like socks. She wanted some nice neutral socks. And then also she needed some gloves or some mitts. I got these ones at Costco. Again, they're women's mitts. I'm not loving that as I'm looking through all the kids' mitts that so many of them got black, because that just, it's just like everybody has black mitts. So if they're laying around knowing whose is whose, I think they'll be able to tell anyways. But I thought this looked like a nice pair of mitts for her. And then the thing that she really wanted most was a belt bag. I was gonna say a body bag for some reason, and I'm like, what is that called again? A belt bag or fanny pack. Let's just see if I can take it out of the packaging. I found this one on sale at Amazon. I have one very similar to this. Mine is black and it's a little bit smaller. I like how hers has the 2 pockets. Mine just has the 1 pocket and then the back pocket. So this is just like a little bit bigger than mine. So that'll actually be nice and small. I like that size for the stocking. That's a little bit tricky, is figuring out what can we get that will also fit in the stocking because yeah, we do end up usually having a little bit of overflow. And now on to my oldest, who is 15. Again, as the kids get older, the quantity of their gifts sometimes goes down a little bit because the quality goes up, and some of the things they want are just more expensive options. But also their wants are fewer. Like Elijah had a few things he wanted this year, and he really, really wants those few specific items. So we basically got him those specific items he wants. So first off, he is getting that other mug, of course, that Toronto Blue Jays mug. We did get him a set of socks. These were also from Winners. So you just get a cheaper price like this. I can see the Under Armour tag at the back and it says $25, but Winners was selling them for $9.99. I actually did order him just yesterday a pack of mitts from Amazon. I ordered him a men's size small because I had picked up some other mitts, actually the ones I got for Simeon, and they say ages 13 to 14, I think. I thought maybe they'd fit Elijah, but I put my hand in it and it's a little small for me. And I think Elijah's hands are about my size. So I was like, okay, I think he's into men's size, but definitely a men's small. So I did order him a pair of Carhartt mitts that were on sale, early pre-Black Friday sale. Maybe I'll put a picture somewhere in here. They're going to arrive today, but I didn't want to wait around until they arrive to film this video. So I'll just insert that picture. Same time that I bought that Under Armour t-shirt for Sam, I also bought this one. The boys are really into baseball, so I always love finding the Under Armour baseball theme shirts, graphic tees. And then the 2 items he really wanted, and it's not these boxes I'll show you. They're from Amazon. It does not clearly show what's inside, and so I'll insert a picture of what the actual item looks like. But the one thing he wanted was wireless earbuds. He has an MP3 player. Well, okay, he has an MP3 player. It doesn't work very well anymore, so he wants a new one for Christmas. But he does love listening to music and some podcasts and audiobooks and stuff like that, as long as they're on the computer. Like, it doesn't have access to the internet, but he can take any albums we own, import those to our computer, and then he can put them onto his MP3 player. So he spends a lot of time listening to that. And so these ones are the bone conduction, I always forget what they're called, bone conduction sport headphones. So they're the ones that kind of go around your ear, go around the back of your head. I thought maybe these ones, because I had looked at the ones that were just like, you know, just the earbuds pieces, but I thought he's less likely to lose this set, so maybe that will be better. And like I said, his MP3 player, I mean, like, this doesn't show you anything, but this is how it comes from Amazon. And so this one had pretty good reviews. We actually bought Simeon for his birthday, the same one, different color, but the same one. And so far it's working well. So those are the two things Elijah really wanted, the two small items on his list that I thought would be perfect for his stocking. So he'll be really pleased to receive those. So that, oh wait, the treats. I was gonna show you the treats. We try to not go too crazy on the candy and chocolate. It looks like a lot as I'm holding it right now, but it is divided by 5. So first off, we got 3 packs of these Lindor chocolates. The older 3 kids will each get a pack. I'll usually open it and like just sprinkle the balls throughout their stocking. But the 3 older ones definitely appreciate a good quality chocolate. I would say the younger ones don't care yet, don't notice the difference. So we did get a couple of just generic brand, much cheaper chocolates for their stockings. We got a bag of High Chews, a bag of caramels. These are the ones I like the best. The Chewy Werthers. Also 1 box of candy canes. I picked out the cherry candy canes, and then also just 2 packs of gum, enough for each of them to get one pack. All right, so that's it for stocking stuffers. I will link anything I can down below in the description box, specifically if it's from Amazon. I do get a little commission if you shop through my links, but also it's just easy, especially because I can share links from Amazon in my description box. And if you click on it from the States, it goes to the US website. If you click on it and you're in Canada, it goes to the Canada website. So it's a really nice setup. Some of the other items, for 1, they're not online, and 2, it's just a little bit tricky with me being in Canada and most of my viewers being in the States, but I will link what I can down in the description box. Thank you for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and come back tomorrow and check, because that tree gifts video should be out. See you guys next time.